everybody doing today?
Good.
Good. Okay, well, today we're going to be learning about something new. So it's going to be really important that everybody pays attention because y'all are going to have a homework assignment for it after school. And I know how much y'all have homework, but I promise it's not going to be hard. It's going to be somewhat fun, maybe. So, okay, me and Ashley are going to hand out the worksheets that we're going to be doing in class today. So, here we go. Okay, again, it's really important that everybody pays attention, okay? So, who can guess what we're talking about today?
Time.
Time. Yes, we are talking about time today. Just by a show of hands, how many people know how to read a clock? Nobody? Maybe? Oh, one back there? Okay. Well, that's okay because we're going to show you. So, just by a show of hands, how many of y'all know how many minutes are in 1 hour? Does anybody know?
60.
60, yes, there's 60 minutes in an hour. Good job. Okay, what about this one? How many hours are in 1 day? Anybody know?
24.
24, yes, there's 24 hours in a day. Okay, so when talking about time on a clock, you have 24 hours total, but you have AM and you have PM. And so AM is in the morning, AM is before 12. So before we go to lunch, before we do all that fun stuff, that's when we're going to have AM. So for example, 10 AM is in the morning, whereas 10 PM is going to be late in the evening. And, you know, after we get back from school and whatever you'll do after school, whatever, that's going to be PM. So, okay, so now we're going to talk about clocks. And if you can see right here, the way you determine an hour is by the shorthand. So if you look right here, you see the shorthand is pointing to the 2. Okay, so that's going to be 2 o'clock because we have 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5, 6, and so on, all the way to 12 o'clock. And minutes are determined by the long hand, okay? So these numbers right here are going to go by 5s because remember there's 60 minutes in 1 hour. So if you start right here at the 12, which is 0, 1's going to be 5, 2's going to be 10. I know y'all know how to count by 5, so help me out. 5, 10,
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
Perfect. Okay, so we already said that this is 2 o'clock, but we need to find out the minutes. So if we count all the way back again, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, that means that it is 2:50 on this clock, okay? And the way that you would write that would look something like this, okay? You'd have 2 followed by 2 dots and then a 50. Okay, so now let's look at our worksheets and let's look at number 6. I'm going to draw it out and we're going to work it out together, okay? Okay, so this is number 6 on your worksheet. If you look at the hours, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we know it's 8 o'clock. And we're going to start at our minutes at 12 at 0 and go to 5, 10, 15, 20. So according to this clock, it is 8:20. And this is exactly how you're going to write it on your paper, okay? So that's our worksheet. And just for a second, we're going to put that aside just for a little bit. We'll get back in our groups and work on that in a little bit. But now we're going to talk about something a little bit different. So,
Okay, so now we're going to talk about bar graphs. So I'm going to put this up here. And a bar graph is something that divides a certain category into different items. So like this bar graph divides pets into dogs, cats, fish, and birds. So on the right side right here, you have the y-axis, and that's the side that has the numbers on it. And then on the bottom, you have the x-axis, and that's the axis that has the different items. So we're going to figure out how many of each item we have. So to read a bar graph, you go from the first item and you follow the bar up. So we're going to go look at our worksheet and we're going to answer the questions that are on it. And on the worksheet it says, this is a graph of pets that belong to the students of Miss Smith's class. Use the information from the graph to answer the questions. So number 1 says, how many dogs do the students have? So we're going to go to dogs, and we're going to follow its bar up until it stops. And so once it stops, you go over to the number, and so that means there's 6 dogs. So number 2 says, how many birds do they have? So we're going to go over here, find birds on the x-axis, follow its bar up, go across until you get to its number, and it's 2. So number 3, how many cats do they have? Morgan, can you tell me how many cats they have?
4.
Good. You go to cats, follow it up, go across, and it's 4. Number 4 says, how many fish do they have? Sherry? 7. Good. You find fish, go all the way up to 7. So now number 5 says, do they have more fish or cats? Who can tell me? Fish. Good, because there was 7 fish, but only 4 cats. So now that we've learned about time and we've learned how to read a bar graph, you're going to finish up your time worksheet, and then you'll do your other worksheets for homework. And that's it for today. Bye.